Alright, good morning students. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday in class you should have worked on number 2 and the back of this page for finding symmetry. Now we're going to look at the answers for number 2. If you plotted your points, -2, 1, 1, 3, 4, 2, you would have come up with this shape. Now, your reflection line is at y equals -1, which I gave you yesterday. So all you have to do is count how many points from J is from this line. It is 1, 2. So then we need to go on the other side and count 1, 2. So our new J point is going to be -2, -3. We're going to do the same thing with this point, with the K point. Count how many spaces away it is from the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to go back to our reflection line and count 1, 2, 3, 4 in the other direction. Your new K point is 1, -5. And then we're going to do the same thing for L. You're going to count from your line, of your reflection line. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 the other direction and get 4, -4. Alright, so that's how we do reflections. Now, we needed to do some lines of symmetry for class yesterday. If at any time you need to pause or rewind the video, please do so. I want to make sure that these are correct. For number 1, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of symmetry. It is a perfect square, so you can fold it 4 different ways. Number 2, you can fold it in half, but then because it's an equilateral triangle, you can also fold it in half this way and this way. For number 3, we have a rectangle. We can fold it in half the hamburger way, we can fold it in half the hot dog way, but if we fold it corner to corner, they will not be even. It will not even up. So there are only 2 lines of symmetry for number 3. In number 4, we have ourselves a pentagon. We can fold it in half here. But if we turn this and try and fold it in half again, if you look, this line is a little different in length than these. They will not be even. So please make sure when you have a pentagon that it only has 1 line of symmetry. Now we have almost a diamond shape if we turn it this way. We can fold it in half this way and in half that way. But if you look, if we were to fold it this way, this rhombus shape will not measure up. Now for number 6. We do have a triangle, but it's a little different than this one. If you look, these sides are much longer than this side. So we can only fold it in half and create a line of symmetry through this vertices, through this line. Number 7. This is the same kind of triangle. These sides are much longer, or I should say this side is much longer than these sides, so we can fold it right in half, draw a line of symmetry. But if we turned it and we were to draw a line of symmetry through this vertices, it would not work. Number 8 is the same way. If we draw a line of symmetry through the middle, we could fold that over, but if we drew one this way, this line is much shorter than this line. It would not even up. For number 9, we can draw a line of symmetry straight through it. But if we drew one right here, this side is much longer than this side. Today, we are going to do more practice with symmetry. You are going to draw all lines of symmetry on the figures below. If the figure doesn't have a line of symmetry, please say none. I want you guys can work in a group. I want you to try these on your own. I'm not going to give you any examples. You have a whole bunch of lines of symmetry that you just did for homework. I want you to try it with some bigger shapes. tell me how many, and draw the lines of symmetry. You are also going to be doing the back of this page. This is more like our reflections that we did yesterday, how it's flipping over this line. You're going to be doing the same thing. So for number 1, A, you're going to be drawing this shape on the other side over here. Okay? So it's like a mirror image. If you were to look in the mirror of half your face, you're drawing the other half right here. Same thing with the K. You're just flipping it. So instead of the K being this way, you're going to flip it that way. You're going to draw it and shade it in. Now, C and D get a little more complicated because you have to do it twice. You need to take what's on this side, flip it to that side, and vice versa. Because if you look, it is asking you to draw your reflection over the X and Y axis. So what that means is, whatever's over here, you also have to flip it over here. Whatever's here, you got to flip it over there. And you need to flip it from this axis to that axis and vice versa. So it's almost like you're taking number 1 and number 2. You're doing both of them. Okay, so I want you to try these. You can work together. I want you to try to find your lines of symmetry for number 2. Number 3 is optional. Okay, you can try number 3. You may work with a partner today. Once this is finished, please work on Study Island. If you did not complete any work from yesterday, please go back and do that. Remember, this packet will be due Monday when I come back. Thank you guys and have a great day.